And welcome back. Today we're going to be making cabbage soup. Yes, we are. We're going to use some chicken broth, some garlic salt, some Mrs. Dash, some Italian seasoning. That is not bell peppers. This is carrots, celery, and a yellow onion. Crushed tomatoes. Let's see if it'll focus. That's the 28-ounce can. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. We're going to use some butter. That is about a tablespoon of sugar and some Great Northern beans, okay? Here's our shot of everything we're going to use. I'm going to cut up that cabbage, and I'll be right back. All right, I just put that stick of butter in there. I'm going to let it melt up a little bit, and then we're going to put in some veggies. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get those veggies in there. All right. And we're going to let these cook up for about 8 minutes. And it was like a medium yellow onion, about 2 carrots, and about 2 celery stalks is what I used. All right. So we're just going to let this cook up for about 8 minutes. Get them a little tender. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay. All right. That's what we're going to do. I'll be back. All right. We've let this go for 8 minutes. And I'm going to put in a couple of tablespoons of garlic. You can add as much as you want or don't add any at all. But you know your girl's a fan, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go in with some Mrs. Dash. We're going to put in about a tablespoon of that. Please season to you and your family's taste and liking, all right? We're going to put in some of that Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon of that as well. And we're going to do the same thing with the garlic salt, about a tablespoon. We're going to mix all of that up. Let those flavors get to know one another. Let them all become friends. The best of buddies. And we're going to let this go for a minute. All right? Just a minute. And then we're going to come back and we're going to build from there. All right? I'll be right back. All right. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients in here. Okay? We're going to get those beans in there. Get that crushed tomato in there. We're also going to go ahead and go in with that vegetable stock or broth. Either one works just fine. And then we're going to let this go for about 10 minutes. We're going to stir it up and let it go. Let those flavors get to know one another and become best of buds. And this is on a medium heat. So I'm just going to let that come to a boil so that when I stick that cabbage in there, it'll wilt a little bit faster for us, okay? All right. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Almost forgot to put in that teaspoon of sugar. Tablespoon, not teaspoon. Tablespoon. All right. Now we're going to let this baby go. We're going to let it come to a boil, okay? I'll be back. All right, you can see it's come to a little bit of a boil here. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and get this cabbage in here. It's been rinsed off. It's been cut up. So we're going to get all this cabbage in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all of this in here, and I'll come right back once I do. Okay, I've got it all in there. I'm just going to kind of shove it off in there a little bit. And then I'm going to put the lid on this, and I'm going to let it go for 10 minutes. And after that 10 minutes, I'll come back and let you see what it looks like, okay? This is delicious. I'll be back. Like I said, let me grab a lid. There we go. All right, this is what it looks like after 10 minutes. It's up to you on how soft you want your cabbage to be. And me, I want mine softer. So I'm going to go another 15 minutes, okay? All right. Just going to give it a good little zhuzh. And I'm going to let it go for 15 more minutes. And our soup will be done. I'll be back. Okay, I did go ahead and decide, as you can see, and I added some bell pepper in there. It was a half of a yellow, half of an orange, and half of a red, okay? I just figured it just needed a little something extra. She does that sometimes. She'll switch it up a little bit on you. So it's been cooking for 10 minutes. Like I said, I'm just going to let it go for another 15 and let it do what it do. All right, we'll be back. And there she is. Cabbage soup. It's up to you how long you want to let it cook, on how soft you want your cabbage to be. I like mine to have a little bite, so 20 minutes is more than enough for me. But if you want it to be a little softer, you definitely want to go a little longer. Look at that. Cabbage soup. You can absolutely put meat in this if you want to, but like my mom always said, every dish does not have to have meat in it. Yum, yum. You better make some. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Piece of garlic bread, of course. Yum, yum. Everybody be blessed. Stay safe. Gigi, see you on the next one. Take care, you guys.